While names like Bill Gates, Warren Buffett and Mark Zuckerberg might be familiar to some of us, here are the 10 richest people in the world who made their fortunes in ways you might not expect. 1. Elon Musk. Elon Musk is a brilliant inventor, entrepreneur, and business magnate. He was born on June 28, 1971 to May Musk, née Haldeman, and Errol Musk. His mother was a Canadian-born model from Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada, his father an electromechanical engineer from South Africa. He has 2 siblings, Tosca, younger sister, and Kimball, younger brother. Elon grew up in South Africa as well as parts of Canada. He attended Queen's University for his undergraduate degree after spending 2 years at the University of Pennsylvania without any degree to show for it. He received a bachelor's degree in economics from the latter school before transferring to Stanford University to study physics. It was during this time that he had been having problems with bronchitis due to smog in Silicon Valley, so he quit and became a software programmer. In 1995, he co-founded Zip2 Corporation with his younger brother Kimball, which provided web publishing services and government content management systems to newspapers. It later merged with the Compaq Computer Corporation in 1999 for $340 million, where Elon became vice president of the information technology group for Hewlett-Packard Company. It would be when eBay purchased PayPal in 2002 that Elon would have become financially free from taking risks with future companies. If their company failed, which they usually did since, he only wanted to work on projects that were exciting or beneficial. On July 20, 2008, he introduced Tesla Motors' first production vehicle, the Tesla Roadster. Later in 2010 he introduced Tesla Motors' second production vehicle called Model S. Then in 2012, he introduced Tesla Motors' third production vehicle called Model X, followed by introducing his newest product called solar roofing tiles to allow homes and businesses to harness clean energy, along with Powerwall 2 battery storage devices which will provide uninterrupted power even if there is an outage elsewhere. In 2004, he helped establish SpaceX, which would specialize in manufacturing space launch vehicles with a goal of creating affordable access to space while also making sure that humans can live on other planets and solar system. 2 years later, in 2006, SpaceX reached orbit with the launch of Falcon 1 while they continue to develop rockets now including the Falcon Heavy, which is designed to carry humans into deep space. As one might expect with someone who founded multiple successful tech companies like PayPal and Space Exploration Technologies, Elon Musk has amassed a considerable fortune through his endeavors. According to Forbes' 2022 ranking of global billionaires, he ranks first worldwide with an estimated net worth of $193.8 billion. 2. Bernard Arnault and family. Bernard Arnault is one of the richest people in France, if not the world. He is a self-made man who started his career as a busboy at age 16. He worked his way up from waiter to general manager to chairman and chief executive officer of Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy, LVMH. His wealth stands at $175.4 billion. The company owns many famous brands like Bulgari, Dior and Sephora. One major acquisition was the department store chain Galeries Lafayette, which he purchased in 1988 for $1 billion. The family controls 42% of LVMH's shares, but through their holding company Artemis they also control 27% of Adidas. The family has 2 other major holdings, Christian Dior Couture fashion house and an 80% stake in champagne producer Dom Perignon. When he acquired Boulogne-Billancourt plant near Paris in 1985, it increased LVMH's capacity by 30%. It created what was then Europe's largest factory. In 1987, Arnault bought 72 million bottles from French bottler Krug Champagne and opened new production facilities at the site. He purchased another historic French champagne brand, Ruinart, in 1989 before merging it with his Christian Dior label to form Dior AC. In 1990 he purchased Guerlain Perfume Company before selling its fragrances division to the Wasserstein Perella Investment Bank on December 13, 1994 for $3 billion. Today, Bernard Arnault is the second wealthiest person in the world. 3. Gautam Adani. Gautam Adani is an Indian businessman who owns and operates the Adani Group. The group is India's largest private sector power producer with $9 billion worth of assets. Mr. Adani's father was also a successful entrepreneur, founding trading company Aditya Birla Group. Gautam himself started his own company at age 22 with a small loan from his father. A few years later he had become one of India's most prominent businessmen, By 1988 he had built up enough capital to buy Aditya Birla Group from his father for $1 billion, making him one of India's youngest self-made billionaires. He now runs 3 companies under the Adani name, including ports, power plants, mines and more. In 2015 he became first Indian on list of world's richest people with net worth estimated at $7.3 billion. In 2022, he stands as the 3rd richest person in the world with $142.4 billion. His meteoric rise has been attributed largely to his success as an energy trader in coal and oil imports. He is currently overseeing building of what will be world's largest single-location port when completed. Billionaire investor Warren Buffett once called Adani one of the 5 smartest businesspeople he knew. 4. Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos is an American entrepreneur who has founded multiple companies including Amazon, Blue Origin, and Washington Post. He is currently the 4th wealthiest person in the world with a net worth of $120 billion. Bezos was born on January 12, 1964 in Albuquerque, New Mexico to a teenage mother and his biological father who was never identified. His grandfather was a U.S. Navy admiral named Ted Jorgensen who served as chief of naval operations during World War II. When he was 4 years old, Bezos moved to Houston with his mother after she divorced her husband and remarried Jerry Bezos, his stepfather, who later adopted him as his son. The family relocated to Miami in 1970 where he attended Palmetto High School. Bezos graduated from Princeton University summa cum laude with degrees in electrical engineering and computer science before going on to work at various high-tech companies like Fittle, Bankers Trust, D.E. Shaw & Company, Bellevue Communications Group, and General Electrics before founding Amazon, which became one of the most valuable companies in the world. In 1994, Bezos first came up with the idea for Amazon when he wanted to start an online bookstore and spent a year driving across the country visiting both small towns and big cities compiling information about what kinds of books people were interested in reading. The company started operating out of Bezos' garage in Seattle and then grew exponentially into what it is today, one of the biggest online retailers worldwide. As Amazon's CEO, he oversees a staff of more than 100,000 employees worldwide that generate over $100 billion annually. He is also involved with other philanthropic activities such as being part owner of the Washington Post Company and donating billions to charities. 5. Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett is an American business magnate, investor, speaker and philanthropist who serves as chairman and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway. He was ranked as the world's wealthiest person in 2008. Buffett is consistently ranked among the world's wealthiest people. In 2012 he was worth about $53 billion United States dollars, according to Forbes. And in 2011, his net worth had risen by nearly $10 billion from a year before. The Oracle of Omaha grew up in Omaha, Nebraska, where he attended public schools and graduated with a degree in economics from the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. After graduating, Buffett went on to become a trader at Benjamin Graham's brokerage firm. Later in life he started investing in various companies. One of his first investments was a textile manufacturing company called Berkshire Hathaway, NYSE, BRK. The company became successful and today it owns numerous diverse businesses such as Geico Insurance, Duracell Batteries, See's Candies and Fruit of the Loom Underwear, just to name a few. Over time, more money has come into Buffett's hands, which has allowed him to build wealth for himself and contribute significantly to charity. As of 2022, Warren Buffett is worth $107.6 billion. 6. Bill Gates. Bill Gates is an American business magnate, investor, author, philanthropist, and chairman of Microsoft. He is consistently ranked among the world's wealthiest people. In 1975 he co-founded Microsoft with Paul Allen. During his career at Microsoft, Gates held the positions of CEO and chief software architect, and remains the largest individual shareholder with more than 8% of the common stock. Gates has authored or co-authored several books. He has been described as the father of modern computing and often ranks among the world's wealthiest people. On November 16, 2018, Gates' wealth briefly surpassed $100 billion for a few hours before dropping below that level again. In 1999, Gates and Warren Buffett founded the Giving Pledge that encourages billionaires to donate their money to charity. As of June 2018, 138 individuals have signed it. Gates stepped down as chief executive officer of Microsoft on January 1, 2000. Since then he has taken on a reduced role as founder and chairman emeritus but retains a seat on the company board. In 2006, Time magazine named Bill Gates one of the 100 most influential people in the world. According to Forbes, Gates was America's richest person from 1995 to 2007 and was once the wealthiest person in the world until being overtaken by Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos on July 27, 2017. He currently has an estimated net worth of $104 billion. 7. Larry Ellison. Larry Ellison is an American entrepreneur who has a net worth of $103.3 billion as of 2022 according to Forbes, making him the 7th richest person on Earth. He is best known as the co-founder, executive chairman, and chief technology officer of Oracle Corporation. Born to two unwed teenage parents living in Chicago, Illinois on August 17, 1942, Ellison was raised by his aunt and uncle while they struggled financially. His adoptive mother worked at a restaurant and his adoptive father served in the U.S. Army Air Force during World War II. As a result of this difficult childhood, Ellison became determined to pursue and achieve financial success so that he would never have to worry about money again. In 1977, he became CEO of Software Development Laboratories, SDL. After selling SDL for $6 million to another company which then went public, he joined forces with two other partners to form Oracle Corporation in 1982. In 1995, Larry left his position as president of Oracle because he wanted more time off so that he could be with his family since they were based in San Francisco while he was working out east near Boston. After he left Oracle, Larry founded Technology Ventures. The following year, in 1996, he bought 98% of Hawaiian island Lanai from David Murdoch's Castle and Cook Company for $300 million USD. In 2010, after spending 2 years renovating it all privately, Ellison donated Lanai to the state of Hawaii under a conservation easement which will protect it from development. To date, Ellison has donated over $3 billion and continues to donate large amounts each year via the David J. Ellison Foundation. In 2003, Ellison purchased 60% of Oahu's Island School for $28 million and gave it back to the non-profit organization. Today he owns 99% of it outright. And in 2007, when wildfires swept through Southern California, destroying vast acres of forestland in the process, Ellison offered $5 million to help build more fireproof houses as well as provide aid to those people whose homes had been destroyed by these fires. One of these new fireproof houses cost $1.5 million and can withstand temperatures up to 1100 degrees Fahrenheit, much higher than the 900 degree Fahrenheit temperature limit of most other structures. 8. Mukesh Ambani. Mukesh Ambani is a well-known Indian businessman who made his fortune by owning Reliance Industries Limited, a company which handles oil, petrochemicals, textiles, and power. Ambani was born on April 19, 1957 to Dhirubhai Ambani, founder of Reliance Industries, a school teacher from Cholvad in Gujarat. Mukesh studied chemical engineering at Stanford University. In 2002 he became chairman of Reliance Industries when his father retired due to health reasons. The company went public after this point so that he could diversify its holdings as it had become too difficult to manage with only one person at the helm. However, Mukesh did not hold this position for long. On July 22, 2005 he resigned as director and chairman from the board of directors and managing director because of disagreements over strategy between him and his brother Anil Ambani. After resigning from these positions, Mukesh still maintained some control over Reliance through family trusts set up by his late father. He also took time off to take care of his family during their time of need in 2006 following the death of both his parents within months of each other. On November 27, 2008, Ambani rejoined the board but no longer holds any executive or managerial positions within the company. His net worth is estimated at $93.3 billion as of 2022. 9. Carlos Slim Helu and family. Mexican Carlos Slim Helu and family is one of the richest people in the world. His companies include América Móvil, Telmex, Grupo Carso, Cimec. He is also chairman of the New York Times Company. Carlos Slim Helu and family's net worth is estimated at $86.5 billion as of 2022. He obtained his first job when he was a teenager. By 1976 he had established several retail stores. In 1990, he purchased Telmex. Telmex has invested heavily in infrastructure to support landlines, cellular phones, internet access, through WiMAX, cable TV services, etc., so that it can control both fixed line and mobile communications without becoming dependent on other companies for bandwidth. More than 2/3 of Mexicans now have a cell phone. This translates into 44 million users for Telmex in Mexico alone. That makes it possible for cell phone users to receive calls on their phones from anywhere in the country for only about $1 per month per line. 10. Larry Page. Larry Page is an American entrepreneur who co-founded Google with Sergey Brin. He attended Montessori school, followed by an independent private preparatory school which emphasized creative thinking, intellectual challenge and collaborative learning. Page holds a bachelor's degree in computer engineering from Stanford University, graduating with honors and receiving his diploma from then U.S. President Bill Clinton. At Stanford he met Sergey Brin. They graduated together holding BSc degrees, summa cum laude, in computer science. In 2013, he was estimated to be worth $32.3 billion. Page became a billionaire at age 30, after the initial public offering of Google stock, now Alphabet Inc., on August 19. He has invested in other projects including self-driving cars, artificial intelligence company DeepMind, biotechnology company Calico and flying cars company Kitty Hawk. Larry's work ethic has been lauded as insane by Bill Gates and Eric Schmidt. His knowledge of computer programming is said to surpass that of most university professors. He is also interested in quantum computing and how it can potentially give rise to new types of hardware and software systems. He is worth $85.5 billion as of 2022. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video and found it informative. If you did, please subscribe to Trending Updates, and share the video with your friends on social media so they can enjoy it too. If there are any topics that you would like us to cover in future videos, please let us know in the comments below. See you on the next one.